Welcome to Touching the Edge. Welcome to Touching the Edge. Welcome to this process of discovering our power, finding our inspiration and courage in the midst of all that's going on. Recognizing that our ability to make a difference in the world comes from inside out. It comes from being delighted. It comes from having a sense of trust, a trust in the universe, recognizing that this is a good place. Life is a good thing. We find that trust through the ability to access compassion, and that means compassion for all, and that means starting with you. You have to have compassion that comes from inside out, a compassion that connects you to a tenderness and a relationship to that realization that your test is also your testimony. So through your creativity, through your ability to express your path and your mission, you find a grace that allows you to make a difference in the world. And so I want to suggest that finding that power is about being reassured about what's really important in your life. And to me, reassurance is about what you're hearing. What you hear on a regular basis begins to form your sense of reality. So if we're letting the world and all of its antagonism sort of form our sense of self, we're going to be having an unsettled sense of the relationship to life. And I want to encourage you to not let other people set your parameters. You know, for me, one of the things I've learned the most from is seeing how people behave and recognizing that's not what I want. I want to do something other than that. Sometimes the most inspirational people inspire you by being exactly what you don't want to be. And I want to suggest that sometimes the way that you can be inspired is to be reassured, and you can be reassured by really feeling those areas that feel unsettled to you and speaking to them. I want to encourage you to access affirmations on a regular basis and to really recognize that what you're hearing begins to set the frame of your life. So make sure you're hearing good things, particularly in your own voice. And so I do affirmations, I do affirmations probably 6 times a day. One set of affirmations I do is based on Dr. Joseph Murphy's book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So I do a lot of the affirmations out of that book, and I do those usually when I'm driving around about 3 times a day. But I also have a list of affirmations that I have accumulated over time, and I want to encourage you to begin to build your own list of affirmations and to use them regularly. And so I'm just going to go over some of those affirmations with you that I do. Now, just as we talk about the speed bumps, when we talk about the speed bumps, we want to say these elements 3 times with intensity and break up the cadence. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. So an affirmation is a speed bump. It breaks up the repetition of negative thinking. So I want to go through some of the other affirmations I do with you just really briefly here. Another affirmation that I do on a regular basis is I am content. I am content. I am content. The word contentment means inner wholeness, and to be whole means to be healed. And so that's one of the ones I do. I'm supremely confident. I am supremely confident. I am supremely confident. I am wealthy. I am wealthy. I am wealthy. Wealth is not about money, not necessarily. It's really about abundance and not being limited in the way that your abundance is manifesting itself in the world. Let's see. I am supremely happy. I am supremely happy. I am supremely happy. So these are just a few of the affirmations I do. Let's see. I don't want for anything. I don't want for anything. I don't want for anything. And here's another one. I am making progress. I am making progress. I am making progress. We know that progress is one of the essential elements of joy. Joy is about having a sense of mission. Joy is about recognizing you're making progress on that mission. Joy is about having an enthusiasm about your mission. And joy is about understanding that you're not defined by whether you achieve that mission or not. It's all about the intention. It's not about the result. So these are just some of the affirmations that I use. And I want to encourage you to write your own list of affirmations. Begin to build them over time. And let us know some of the affirmations that you are using to help frame a better life. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being one of those people who is creating a balance, not going towards negativity, but realizing that there's something about this life that is essentially good. So I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. So here we go. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Affirmations can make all the difference in your life. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.